You're listening to Voice First AI, the show where we decode how voice technology is transforming business, one smart conversation at a time. I'm Michael Pierce, your host. Now, you ever wish your AI didn't sound like it was raised in the server closet? Well, today we're giving your bot a soul. Yes, you heard that right. This is the debut episode of the Voice First AI podcast, where AI gets a voice, a vibe, and a whole lot of purpose. In this premiere episode, we're diving into the world of system prompts. We'll explore how to inject personality into your voice agents with just one powerful tool. Want to make your AI sound like a motivational monk? A freestyle battle rapper? Or maybe a sultry receptionist with a bit of attitude? We've got you covered. Here's what's coming up. We'll start by explaining what a system prompt is and why it's the heartbeat of your AI. Then we'll dive into some personality examples, showcasing different vibes from a Shakespearean bot to a hip-hop sage. We'll also discuss various use cases for voice AI with soul, from sales to customer support and even meditation. But that's not all. I'll share my favorite vibe script formula to help you craft your own unique AI personalities. Stick around, because we also have a real-world demo of a spiritual sales assistant bot where you'll hear a live AI response. Lastly, we'll wrap up with key takeaways and an action challenge for you to craft 3 new voice personas this week. So, grab a cup of coffee, settle in, and let's get started. All right, let's dive right into our first topic. What's a system prompt and why should you care? So, you might be wondering, what in the world is a system prompt? Think of it as the soul script, the vibe setting, the blueprint that tells your AI who it is before it opens its digital mouth. Yeah, it's a pretty big deal. In voice-first terms, a system prompt is like the secret identity of your AI agent. It's the hidden text that defines its personality, behavior, and how it interacts with users. Imagine if you could tell your AI to wake up every day and decide, today, I'm going to be Shakespeare, or today, I'm going to be Snoop Dogg. That's essentially what you're doing with a system prompt. Why is this so significant, you ask? Because, my friend, the system prompt is what breathes life into your AI. It's what makes the difference between robotic, monotone speech and a dynamic, engaging conversation. It's the blueprint that gives your AI an identity, a purpose, and yes, a soul. Without it, you're just talking to a machine. With it, you're having a meaningful interaction. Think of it this way. If your AI is the actor, the system prompt is the script. It sets the scene, gives context, and drives the narrative. Without a good script, even the best actor will fall flat. So, if you want your AI to resonate with users, to truly connect and engage, you need to start with a solid system prompt. And trust me, once you get the hang of it, the possibilities are endless. Next up, we'll dive into some personality examples. I'll be showing you the tones and vibes of various AI personas, from Shakespearean to hip-hop sage, and how they change the emotional connection with users. Stay tuned, folks, because you're about to hear some AI with some serious character. All right, it's time to put some personality into our AI. Let's start with some fun examples to give you a flavor of what's possible. First up, imagine you've got an AI assistant that's channeling its inner Shakespeare. Here's what it might sound like. Verily, thou must clicketh the calendar link to secure thy destiny. It's like your AI just came from a play on the Globe Theater stage. How's that for adding some drama to everyday tasks? Now, let's switch gears to a more modern vibe. Picture your AI as a hip-hop sage, dropping wisdom with a bit of swagger. If you ain't booked by Friday, you might be sleeping on success, fam. It's got that edge, that street-smart approach that makes the interaction lively and engaging. And for comparison, let's bring in PlaneBot. Click here to book. Straightforward, but let's be honest, it's kind of dull, right? Let's talk about the emotional impact. The Shakespearean bot adds a touch of theatrical elegance. It feels grand and timeless. The hip-hop sage, on the other hand, brings energy and charisma, making the interaction feel fresh and dynamic. Meanwhile, the PlaneBot, well, it gets the job done, but it doesn't make you feel anything special. It's clear that adding personality does more than just decorate your AI's speech. It transforms the entire user experience. When your AI has character, it creates an emotional connection that plain functional responses just can't match. And in the world of voice AI, connection trumps convenience any day. All right, but don't just take my word for it. Try it out yourself. Experiment with different personas and see how each one changes the way users interact with your AI. Coming up next, we'll dive into some real-world use cases to show you how voice AI with soul can elevate everything from sales to customer support. Stay tuned. Welcome back, folks. It's time to dive into some real-world use cases where giving your AI a soul can make all the difference. Let's start with sales AI. Imagine your sales AI not just as a tool, but as your brand's ambassador. When it speaks, it sounds just like your brand would: enthusiastic, engaging, and most importantly, authentic. It doesn't just relay information, it builds relationships. With the right personality, your sales AI can become a virtual representative that not only provides value, but also creates memorable experiences for your customers. Next up, let's talk customer support. Now, nobody enjoys calling customer support and talking to a monotone, lifeless bot, right? But imagine a customer support AI that's calm, competent, and actually sounds like it cares. When users feel understood and reassured, problem solving becomes a smoother process. And let me tell you, a touch of empathy can turn a frustrated customer into a loyal one. Now, for a completely different vibe, a meditation bot. Picture an AI that speaks like your spiritual coach, guiding you through meditation sessions with a soothing voice and wise words. It's like having a personal guru available 24/7, helping users find balance and peace no matter where they are. The right tone can deepen the meditative experience and offer real emotional support. Here's the bottom line. In voice-first AI, tone isn't just an extra, it's essential. Tone builds trust and personality persuades. Whether you're aiming to make sales, support customers, or guide someone through meditation, the personality of your AI shapes the interaction. When done right, it's transformative. All right, folks, now that we've gotten a handle on the importance of having a personality-rich AI, it's time to dive into the how-to. How do you actually prompt this personality? How do you make your AI sound like Shakespeare one moment and like your coolest friend the next? Well, buckle up because I'm about to share my favorite formula for crafting these vibrant AI personas. Here's a simple yet powerful template to get you started. You are a role persona who speaks like famous voice style. Respond to the user as if you're guiding, entertaining, and connecting with them. This one line is like a magic spell for your AI. It tells your system exactly the vibe you're going for and sets the stage for meaningful interactions. Let's break it down with a live rewrite, shall we? Imagine you want your AI to be a soulful life coach. You'd use this template and fill in the blanks. You are a soulful life coach who speaks like Morgan Freeman after a cacao ceremony. Can you feel the vibe already? It's smooth, wise, and deeply resonant. Now, what might the AI response look like? Let's see. AI voice response. Your next step, my friend, is already whispering to you. Click the link and let's walk together. Notice how it feels comforting and inspiring at the same time? That's the power of a well-crafted prompt. So why is this formula so effective? It's because it combines role, tone, and purpose into one neat package. When your AI knows its role and the style it should embody, it becomes more than just a tool. It becomes an experience. This template allows you to fine-tune the personality of your AI, aligning it perfectly with your brand voice or the specific interaction you're crafting. All right, we've laid the groundwork. So next, we'll dive into a real-world demo. I'll read you a prompt from our Smart Optimize archive and play an AI response. This demo will show you how these concepts come to life in a business context. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Welcome back, folks. Now, it's time to put all the theory into practice with a real-world demo. Imagine you want to create a spiritual sales assistant bot that helps guide users toward making a purchase, but with a deeply resonant, calming vibe. We pulled a prompt from our Smart Optimize archive to show you how this works in action. Let's set the scene. Here's the actual system prompt we used. You are a wise and serene spiritual guide who speaks like a blend of Deepak Chopra and Morgan Freeman. Respond to the user as if you're providing divine guidance toward a journey of enlightenment and fulfillment. Sounds intriguing, right? Now brace yourselves as we play the AI's voice response. AI voice response, welcome seeker of wisdom. Your journey towards enlightenment is just a click away. Trust in the path before you and embrace the opportunity that awaits. Click here to continue your journey. How soothing and persuasive was that? All right, let's break it down. What worked here? First, the tone. It's calm, reassuring, and wise. The AI's speech pattern mimics the pacing of a spiritual guide, making the user feel like they're in good hands. This is crucial in creating an emotional connection and building trust. Now, what could be improved? While the response is excellent, we could add a bit more personalization. For example, incorporating the user's name or referencing specific user actions can make the interaction feel even more tailored. Perhaps something like welcome username, seeker of wisdom. Your journey towards enlightenment is just a click away, tailored just for you based on your interests. Lastly, how does this tone support conversion? Tone is everything. By sounding like a spiritual guide, the AI sets a calm and trusting atmosphere, making users more likely to proceed. It's not just about delivering information. It's about delivering it in a way that feels aligned with the user's emotional state, thereby increasing the likelihood of a positive response. So there you have it, a real-world example of how to use system prompts to create a personality-rich AI that resonates with users. Stay tuned, because up next, we'll wrap up with key takeaways and an action challenge to help you bring some serious personality to your AI. All right, folks, we've discussed a lot today. Let's wrap it up with some key takeaways and a little challenge to get you started on your journey to creating personality-rich AI. First and foremost, remember that system prompts are your brand's voice DNA. They set the stage, define the character, and breathe life into your AI. Without a good system prompt, your AI is just a lifeless tool. With one, it's a vibrant, engaging entity that can genuinely connect with users. Now here's a fun action challenge for you. Craft 3 new voice personas this week. Don't worry, I've got you covered with some ideas to get the creative juices flowing. The bold. Closer. Think of this persona as a high-energy, confident sales rep who never takes no for an answer, but does it with charm and finesse. The chill wellness guide. Picture this persona as a calming, supportive voice that guides users through relaxation exercises, meditation, or stress relief techniques. The wild card. This is your chance to go nuts. Create a persona that's unexpected and playful, like a pirate, a wizard, or an AI mystic. The sky's the limit. I can't wait to hear what you come up with. And of course, you're not on your own. Feel free to send me a message with your creations or any questions you might have. Now, before we sign off, let me give you a sneak peek of what's coming next. In our next episode, we'll dive into how to make your voice agent sound informed without sounding like a know-it-all. It's going to be eye-opening, trust me. Well, that's a wrap for today's episode of Voice First AI. I'm Michael Pierce, and I hope you found this deep dive into system prompts both enlightening and entertaining. Don't forget to check the show notes for any links or articles we mentioned today. See you next time, and remember, your AI is only as soulful as you make it.